leadership and culture. And this is bringing it back into people, the really important part of our organization. The leadership within our organizations, they need to be capable of setting a clear vision and building and communicating a clear narrative of how we're going to get there and what we see happening over the next horizon, the next 6 months, the next year, the next 5 years, and where we're wanting to be. And this is part of good leadership anyway, but certainly good leadership with the prospect of uncertainty and disruption in front of us. Addressing fear, uncertainty, and change. Accepting change and breathing that fear and seeing the opportunity in place of some of the challenges that we might feel overwhelming. Thinking ethically, responsibly, building an accountability into what we do. It's not AI's fault that something is happening. It's us that are accountable for it. It's us that think ethically. It's us that have a framework for responsible use. I showed some ideas with responsible use of AI. They're just ideas. Make it your own. Think about your environment. Let's think about governance across functions. This is no time for silos and hiding. This is where we work together, collaborate together. Think about the talent that we have in our organizations and how our workforce can be transformed and really ought to be transformed. The culture of learning over a culture of expertise. Experts are incredibly valuable, but I think when everything else is changing, someone who is learning, someone who has an organization who has this culture of learning is going to be far stronger than the culture of we're experts already, we don't need to know anything else. So that's a good trade-off. Managing risk, enabling innovation, is one holding back the other? Well, they shouldn't be. One should be enabling the other. Having discipline in our communication, being transparent in communication as well, and ultimately being value driven. So having value in front of us, thinking of your company's values. What's important to you? Is it customer first? Is it integrity? Is it innovation? Is it inclusivity? Where is your value? And having that driving how we adopt AI. I've overrun a little bit, but in conclusion, what I was trying to talk about there was this AI before you buy, thinking about some strategic ideas sitting above the individual components that you're going to do. So not from a technical perspective, but thinking of the AI imperative, that it's not just a fear of missing out, that there's a compulsion to engage with AI, to be as good as we can be, to be competitive, to not just keep up with, but to excel in what we do. Strategic considerations before we invest is thinking about that in terms of the people, in terms of the data, in terms of the ethical AI and responsible AI, and building the right capabilities and the skill sets that we have among us in the technology and platforms that we use as well, and then trying to operationalize and scale up AI from the individual ad hoc question to the roboticize the fully automated environments where that's appropriate as well. And I've also tried to highlight the importance of leadership and culture. What I would suggest next is read. Read as much as you can. There's no shortage of resources to look at. There's loads of training options. There's online training options. There's Lumify training options. There's training options from vendors of these products. But what I would strongly suggest is don't lose sight of the process skills, the organizational skills. So whether it's through something like ITIL and some of the people certs courses, if it's through AI Plus is a fantastic have a fantastic set of courses around the management of AI, whether it's governance or some of the ethical considerations, or even just getting that executive overview. Don't lose sight of those, as well as sort of thinking about the technology. That's what I would think about next. So how are you actually going to do this? What difference is it going to make for you? And know yourself before you go into this. And that's it for me. Thanks for your time, folks. Have a great day.